Well, good morning, everyone. This morning we'll be in Psalm 66. Who can't use a little boost in the morning or a reminder of something that would frame our day and help us to really zero in on the things that would be a blessing to us by focusing in on the greatness of God. Now, as I read some of these verses, they're going to keep using this word terrible when they talk about the Lord. And in Psalm 66, the word terrible means indescribably awesome, or beyond whatever we would abuse the word awesome or misuse the word awesome for. Because God is truly scary pure, He's scary powerful, He's scary loving, pure, holy, all of these things that are to the degree that it's just quite frightening that something can be that good. And so when I say the word terrible, you think of the most amazing, beyond the use of the word awesome character trait or power or ability or blessing in many cases. And so let me just read a couple of these verses to you just to kind of give you the desire to go look at it, because he's going to list off the things that happened in Israel as their amazing, terrible, awesome blessings from the Lord. But we're going to need to fill in the blanks for ourselves, because if you're alive today, chances are you're going to find that there's at least one, because if you're saved, that is terribly awesome. Terribly awesome in the grace category. It's terribly awesome in the mercy category, and it's definitely scary awesome love. The love we're supposed to live our lives like. And so let me just read some of these verses to you, and then I'm going to let you fill in the blanks this morning about the blessings that God has given you. And I know that if you'll focus in on the things that God has done, the things that He hasn't gotten around to yet, His timing isn't quite finished yet, or maybe He said no to, those things you'll have to set those aside, because you'll see these great things that God has done. So let me just read it to you. First of all, it tells us, make a joyful noise unto God, all ye lands. That doesn't mean just one particular group. This is an expectation for anyone who has any experience with God. It says, sing forth the honor of His name, make His praise glorious. We're not supposed to just go, oh, okay, well, I do have some blessings. No. This is supposed to be a time that turns our heart towards joy. It turns our hearts towards something that is pleasing and honorable for someone this awesome. And so then it goes to verse number 3, it says, say unto God, how terrible art thou in thy works. Through the greatness of thy power shall thine enemies submit themselves unto thee. All the earth shall worship thee and shall sing unto thee. They shall sing to thy name. And then he uses that word Selah. And if this is your first time watching any video I've ever put up or any message that I've ever given, that word Selah is kind of like a sit back and just let that pour over you. It's that ponder this musical interlude that's supposed to have us have maybe some thought-provoking moments. And then it says, come see the works of God. He is terrible in His doing toward the children of men. And this is where they go into just listing off all the different things that God has done for them. And that's what I want you to do this morning. Spend a little bit of time thinking about the way that God has blessed you. Not everything is going great for most people, most of the time. But this psalm still plays well if we're alive and breathing. We may be in the worst circumstantial situation of our lives right now, but that doesn't mean that God hasn't already been this amazing, difficult to use the words that we know to describe how good He's been to us. And so I want you to zero in on that today. And if you'll do that, I promise you'll have a better day than you had yesterday. And so I just want you to know that I'm looking forward to a time where we don't have to do these video get-togethers, where we can actually have more in-person contact. And I love and miss you all. Have a great day.